what is the, I mean, what is the backlash from, if you will, or is everybody else talking about the Flacco acquisition by Cincinnati in the same way that Mike Tomlin was from the podium league-wide? Tom, is that the reaction you're getting league-wide?
We talked about it a lot on this show on Wednesday, setting up this game, because I don't ever remember a head coach in my time, 20-plus years covering the league, coming out and directly calling out a GM over something that did not directly involve him. And it sounds like that was a very honest moment from Mike Tomlin, who, on some level was proven correct when Joe Flacco went out last night and looked like Joe Flacco we haven't seen in a decade. This was Super Bowl run, 2012 type Joe Flacco, absolutely throwing darts all over the field, targeting Jamar Chase like 57 times, and finding ways to move a football on a Bengals team that was in a spot where, listen, if they lose that game last night, it's 5 straight losses. They're 2-5. They're buried in the division. And we're spending time on this show today saying, all right, when are they going to trade Trey Hendrickson or anybody else that might be available on the roster? Instead, he goes out and performs at a very high level that certainly, I got a few calls and texts and people asking about what the reaction's going to be in Cleveland. I think that there are founded reasons why Andrew Berry decided to make that trade. It's a guy who, listen, they wanted to see the rookie quarterbacks once they benched Joe Flacco sooner than they had planned to bench Joe Flacco. It was obvious that he was not going back in the lineup, and if at some point Dylan Gabriel they'd seen enough of him, they were going to go to Shedeur Sanders next. So you offload close to $2 million in salary. You upgrade from a 6th to a 5th round pick next year at a time that you are gathering all kinds of ammunition to go up to get the quarterback that potentially you might want in round 1. Though at the current rate, the Browns are in a position where they might not need to trade up. They might have that number 1 pick or top 5 pick that they need to go and get a QB. The optics of it are certainly not friendly in this case, especially because Mike Tomlin drew as much attention to it. The fact that there were full screen graphics on the Prime Video broadcast as Al Michaels was doing a dramatic reading of the Tomlin quote about Andrew Berry last night. Now you got a 1-5 Dolphins team coming in and taking on the 1-5 Browns, who have not been home for a while. They're going to be in some type of a thunderstorm, it sounds like, on Sunday morning, and it definitely adds a little bit of extra edge around what has, by all appearances, appeared to be a rebuilding project in Cleveland, one that now includes the quarterback who was their Week 1 starter, going and winning games and maybe keeping a Bengals team afloat within the division.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.